Hello everyone, my name is Srinivas. Welcome to SV Chemistry Academy. Today I am going to teach acid-base concept. This concept is very important. Listen carefully, right? So first of all, I would like to discuss properties of acids and bases. Coming to acids. So better here, these acids are sour taste having compounds. Bases, bitter taste having compounds. Then coming to acids, pH, the negative logarithm of hydrogen concentration is called as pH. The pH is below 7. Acids having pH below 7, bases having pH above 7. At the point of central 7 is what beta? Neutral compounds. Later we will discuss the neutral compounds, right? Then coming to acids. If you take litmus paper, when we dip the litmus paper into acidic solution, then that litmus paper blue color to lead conversion takes place. So remember as blue to red conversion. And also remember regarding this BAR means what beta? What is the code here? BAR means what? Blue to red conversion, that is acid, like that, remember. Is it clear? Then red to blue conversion, blue litmus to blue litmus, like here litmus paper, red color to blue color conversion in the presence of what solution? Basic solution. Is it clear? Blue litmus paper to red litmus paper, that is acid, remember as bar code. Is it clear? Then coming to fourth point under acids, metals when treated with dilute acid, remember better dilute acids only. Some metals when treated with dilute acid, it produces hydrogen gas. There is no hydrogen gas liberated by this base, but here better slippery feel or soapy to touch. This is the character about what better? Bases, right? Then coming to fifth point under the acids, it produces H plus ion. Generally, acids can produce H plus ion, bases can produce OH minus ions. So these are the basic important main characteristics of acids and bases. Coming to neutral substances, salts. pH of salts exactly 7. Below 7 what we have beta? Acids. Above 7 what we have beta? Bases. At the point of 7, salts. And also remember, salt will forms by combination of acid and base. Acid H plus, base OH minus, it results H2O, like that, a neutral compound we will get. Is it clear beta? Then some acid base theories are there to explain the acidic character of acids and basic character of bases. Is it clear? Let me discuss them. So actually these are the main three theories are there to explain acid and base characters. Coming to first one, Arrhenius acid base theory or Arrhenius acid base concept. Second one is Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory or Bronsted-Lowry acid base concept. Then coming to third one, Lewis acid base theory or Lewis acid base concept. Then let me discuss one by one with examples. Is it clear? Okay, then coming to first theory, Arrhenius acid base theory. So here when we dissolve the substance in aqueous, it produces H plus ion, that is the substance is called as acid. When a substance dissolved in aqueous, it produces OH minus, that is the substance is called as what beta? Base. Simply remember, H plus release in aqueous medium acid, OH minus produce in aqueous medium base. But in aqueous medium, that is very important, right? Okay, let me discuss that. So for example here beta, compound plus water aqueous, it produce H plus. So this is called as acid. Okay, then compound, if you take, when dissolved in water, it produces OH minus ion. So this is the compound is called as base. Is it clear, beta? The substance after dissolution in aqueous medium produce H plus ion, that is the compound or substance is called as acid, and OH minus produced in aqueous medium is called as what, beta? Base. Is it clear? Then for example, if you take, beta, here H3BO3, right, which is also write as what, beta? BOH taken twice. By seeing this BOH taken twice, OH groups are there, it means we can expect this having basic character, but not that basic character. This shows what, beta? Acidic character. That explained by what here? Arrhenius acid base theory. This is previous year question, beta. Which of the following statement is correct about the following reaction? Arrhenius concept, Lewis base concept, and Bronsted-Lowry acid base concept, like that given. So reaction given like BOH taken twice reacts with water molecule, it produces what? Generally, beta, here H2O dissociates as H plus and OH minus. H plus electron deficient, OH minus electron efficient reagents. So BOH taken twice, boron surrounded by 3 OH groups by 3 covalent bonds, each bond constructed by 2 electrons. Total B surrounded by 6 electrons with 3 OH groups. It means B in BOH taken twice orthoboric acid in 6-state electronic configuration, that is less stable, to getting octet electronic configuration according to Lewis octet rule, that need to accept one pair of electron from this OH minus. Is it clear, beta? To that boron having one empty orbital to accept the electron from OH minus. Then it results what? BOH taken 4 minus charge plus H plus. It means, so this is the compound, right, dissolved in water and produce H plus ion. That's why this is the compound is acidic in nature, acid. According to definition, beta, the substance when dissolved in water and produce H plus ion, that is the substance is called as what, beta? Acid. Right? If you take NaOH, when NaOH dissolved in water, it produces what, beta? OH minus ion. That's why that NaOH is called as a basic compound. Right? So this is the concept about what, beta, here? Arrhenius acid base concept. But some limitations having this Arrhenius acid base concept. What are the limitations of Arrhenius acid base concept? Coming to first limitation, acid and base character explained in the presence of aqueous medium only. Some compounds without aqueous medium also shows acidic and basic character. That couldn't explain by this Arrhenius acid base theory. To overcome the limitation of this Arrhenius acid base concept, second theory came, that is what, beta? Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory. Let me discuss that Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory. Right? Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory. So according to Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory, proton donor acid, proton acceptor base. In absence of aqueous medium also. Is it clear, beta? That is the overcome point of this Arrhenius acid base theory given by Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory. Is it clear? According to Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory, proton means what, beta? H plus. Right? Proton donor right? Proton acceptor, base. Okay, so based on this proton only explain the acidic character of acid and basic character of base. Based on this fact, this Bronsted-Lowry acid-base theory is also called as proton theory. Is it clear, beta? Proton theory. Let me discuss some more example here. HCl when treated with water, right? It results what here? HCl dissociates as H plus and Cl minus. H2O in this central oxygen atom has 2 lone pair of electron efficiency. That efficiency ready to accept the proton from HCl. It results what, beta? Here H3O plus hydronium ion plus Cl minus. Is it clear, beta? Then here this produce proton to this. It means this is a proton donor. Therefore, this is acid, Bronsted-Lowry acid. And H2O accepted proton from HCl, so that this is base or Bronsted-Lowry base. And coming to H3O plus. In this H3O plus, oxygen, which is more electronegativity atom having positive charge. One fact is there, no beta? Always more electronegativity atom accepted negative charge only. If positive charge is there over that more electronegativity atom, that not accept, that is less stable. To getting stability, that readily remove the positive charge over there. So that this is again trying to remove its positive charge. That is the possibility by donation of proton. It means this is conjugate acid because of proton donor. And Cl minus, this is also less stable. To getting stability, that accept one proton from acid. So this is called as a conjugate base. So what is the meaning of a conjugate acid base? Remember, beta, the acid base pair which differed by one proton is called as conjugate acid base pair. This is very, very important, right? Let me take here between HCl and Cl minus. What is the difference? H plus only. So that this is the pair is called as a conjugate acid base pair. It means the acid base pair which differed by one proton is called as a conjugate acid base. So here, beta, HCl, Cl minus. It means Cl minus is the conjugate base of HCl acid, or HCl acid is conjugate acid of Cl minus base. Whatever it is, between them one proton is only differed. Is it clear? Then what about this H2O and H3O plus? So here also one proton differentiated here. So this pair is also taken as a conjugate acid base pair. Therefore H2O is conjugate base of H3O plus acid, or H3O plus is conjugate acid of H2O base. So in this reaction, H2O acts as base. Is it clear, beta? Then let me take next reaction. So here NH3, if you see NH3 when treated with H2O, it results what? So in this NH3 having one lone pair of electron efficiency, in H2O oxygen having 2 lone pair of electron efficiency. But oxygen is more electronegativity atom than nitrogen. That's why nitrogen trying to donate electrons not oxygen here. Is it clear, beta? Right. Therefore, this donate electron to acceptor, which is H plus from water molecule, then it converts as NH4 plus and OH minus. So in this water pen, beta, here NH3 proton accepted, that's why that is base. H2O proton donates to NH3, that's why H2O is acid. Is it clear? Then NH4 plus, that is less stable because of nitrogen having positive charge. Nitrogen is also one of more electronegativity atom, so that is less stable. To getting stability, nitrogen trying to remove its positive charge, that is the possibility by donation of a proton. It means this trying to proton donation. So this is conjugate acid. This OH minus is also less stable. To getting stability, that accept proton from the donor. So this is conjugate base. And conjugate acid base theory among these NH3 and NH4 plus, between these one proton is only differed. That's why this is the pair is called as the conjugate acid base pair. So NH3 is conjugate base of NH4 plus acid, or NH4 plus is conjugate acid of NH3 base. Then what about H2O and OH minus? So between these two also one proton differentiated. That's why this pair is also the conjugate acid base pair. And better here, H2O is conjugate acid of OH minus base, or OH minus is conjugate base of H2O acid. But in the first reaction, H2O acts as base. In the second reaction, same H2O acts as acid. It means H2O is amphoteric in nature. H2O is amphoteric in nature means what, beta? That can react with acid and also react with base. So that is the substance is called as amphoteric substance. So that H2O with respect to these two reactions considered as what, beta? Amphoteric compound. Is it clear? And this Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory is also gives some extra information about strength of acid and base. With respect to this conjugate concept, acid having strong conjugate base, base having strong conjugate acid, or weak acid having strong conjugate base, weak base having strong conjugate acid. Is it clear? Then, according to Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory, strength of acid expressed in terms of Ka. Ka means what, beta? Dissociation constant of acid. Kb means dissociation constant of base. CH3, C double bond O, OH. This is acetic acid that dissociates as CH3COO minus and H plus. Due to electronegativity differentiation between O and H, this covalent bonded electrons polarizing towards to more electronegativity atom side oxygen that acquired negative, opposite one acquired positive charge. So this is the constant is called as the dissociation constant of an acid, that is a Ka. Is it clear, beta? Right. So here Ka is equal to the product of concentration of products divided by the product of concentration of a reactant. If you see here, concentration of this one CH3COO minus into concentration of H plus divided by this reactant, that is the concentration of acetic acid. So it means what beta here, Ka is directly proportional to H plus ion. The substance which readily donates the proton is more acidic in nature or stronger in nature. The substance which not readily donates the proton having less acidic nature, that is considered as weak acid. Whatever it is, Ka is directly proportional to H plus ion. That's why if Ka is more, acidic character more. Therefore, with respect to this phenomenon, acidic strength of acid is directly proportional to Ka, which is also considered as dissociation constant of an acid, right? Like that, Kb also there, that can shows the basic strength of base. Let me take here one example. NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide, dissociates as NH4 plus and OH minus. Is it clear? So this is the constant is called as Kb. Kb means what beta? Dissociation constant of base. Therefore, this Kb is equal to the product of concentration of a products divided by the product of concentration of a reactant. Therefore, concentration of products means NH4 plus into OH minus concentration divided by concentration of ammonium hydroxide. Is it clear? By this what we know beta here? Kb is directly proportional to OH minus ion. The substance or the base which readily donates OH minus is a strong base, otherwise weak base. Therefore, here basic strength is directly proportional to Kb, right? So based on Ka we can get the strength of acid, based on Kb we can get the strength of base. It means Bronsted-Lowry acid-base theory in advance explain the strength of acid and base dependent on dissociation constant of acid Ka and dissociation constant of base Kb. Is it clear beta? Third acid-base concept, that is Lewis acid-base concept or Lewis acid-base theory. According to Lewis acid-base theory, the substance which donates one pair of electron is called as base. The substance which accept one pair of electron is called as acid. It means electron pair donor base, electron pair acceptor acid. It means Lewis acid base theory explain the acidic character of acid and basic character of base dependent on one pair of electron. That's why this Lewis acid base theory is also called as electron pair theory. Is it clear beta? Let me discuss that. Here beta, electron pair donor Lewis base, electron pair acceptor Lewis acid. Let me discuss some example. So beta here cations, for example, if you take cations having positive charge indicates one pair of electron deficiency. So for example, if you take beta H plus, right, there is no electrons in H plus, that's why that is called as a proton, no beta. If that accept one pair of electron, that attains doublet helium electronic configuration which is more stable. So this is readily accept the electron pair based on this concept Lewis acid base theory. This cation H plus is considered as what beta? Lewis acid. Is it clear? And for example, if you take Cl plus, okay, Cl plus. Actually Cl having 17 electrons with respect to atomic number 17. After losing one electron, that gets positive charge. It means that having 16 electrons. The nearest zero group element or noble gas of this Cl is argon, which electronic configuration is neon of 3s2 3p6. That having octet electronic configuration, which is more stable according to Lewis octet rule. Okay, so this having 16 electrons, when gain one pair of electrons, that attains what beta? Argon electronic configuration, which is more stable. That's why this trying to accept one pair of electron from donor. So this is also example to that of Lewis acid. Then whatever it is, cations generally trying to accept one pair of electron to getting stabilities, those are example to that of Lewis acids. Is it clear beta? Then coming to anions. Generally anions having one pair of electron efficiency, those trying to donates the electron pair to acceptor. Those are example to that of Lewis bases. So here beta OH minus, Cl minus, Br minus, like that. The anions having one pair of electron or pair of electron efficiency, those trying to donate the electron pair to acceptor. So according to Lewis acid base theory, these are the electron pair donors. So these are example to that of Lewis bases. These are what beta? Lewis acids. These are what beta? Lewis bases. Is it clear? Then so coming to next example, sixtate compounds. Sixtate compounds. Sixtate compounds means what beta? Some compounds having sixtate electronic configuration central atom. For example, if you see AlCl3 beta. Is it clear? AlCl3. In this central atom aluminium having 3 valence electrons with respect to group 13, and chlorine. Surrounded atoms are chlorine. So these are shared electrons like this. After sharing electrons between aluminum and chlorine, here 3 bonds are there around aluminum, each bond constructed by 2 electrons, 1 pair. So in this AlCl3, aluminum is in what beta here? Sixtate electronic configuration. Sixtate electronic configuration, which is less stable. To attain octet electronic configuration, aluminum required 1 pair of electrons. So that is readily accept the electron from donor. To accept the electron from donor, aluminum need to contains 1 empty orbital. So that this is Lewis acid. Is it clear beta? Then coming to next example, multiple substances, multiple bonded compounds. This point is very important beta. Competitive level question will raise from this point only because of somewhat confusion is there. All multiple bonded compounds are Lewis acids. Wrong statement. All multiple bonded compounds are Lewis bases. Also wrong statements. Some multiple bonded compounds are Lewis acid. Some multiple bonded compounds are Lewis bases. Right statement. Which type of a multiple bonded compound act as Lewis acid? Which type of a multiple bonded compound act as Lewis base? Let me discuss that. Right. So beta here all multiple bonded compounds are not Lewis acid, not Lewis bases. Some are Lewis acid, some are Lewis bases. With respect to electronegativity differentiation, we can say which is Lewis acid, which is Lewis base, which contains multiple bonds. Then here beta, for example, under this example, one more example here, CH2 double bond CH2, right? And here C double bond O, double bond O, linear structure. So here beta, Between carbon and carbon, two bonds are there. More than one bonds means multiple bonds only. So this compound having multiple bonds, this compound is also having multiple bond. But which is Lewis acid, which is Lewis base? Coming to first compound, here between C and C, both are identical atoms having bonds, double bond. It means there is no electronegativity differentiation between them. That's why the pair which present in pi bond donates to acceptor. Donates to what beta? Acceptor. Okay. So that this is the compound is called as what beta? Lewis base. Then coming to this, here between carbon and oxygen, two bonds are there. Among two bonds, one is sigma, another one is pi bond. So beta here between carbon and oxygen, according to that code, this code I gave no beta here, Funk code, FONC. This is the code explain electronegativity order. Funk code, like that, remember, Funk is there no beta. So FONC, fluorine, first most electronegativity atom among the elements present in periodic table, and second one is oxygen, third one is nitrogen, and fourth one is carbon, like that you can remember, Funk code, right? Okay, so in this CO2, both oxygen and carbon atoms are there. With respect to this code, carbon is less electronegativity atom than oxygen. Therefore, the pi bonded electrons moving over the oxygen or towards a more electronegativity atom. After that, oxygen getting negative charge, carbon getting positive charge. Is there any difficulty here? Yes, difficulty is there. What is that difficulty? Carbon is one of more electronegativity atom but has a positive charge. As I told, always more electronegativity atom interested to contains negative charge if positive charge is there over the more electronegativity atom. That not existed, that is less stable. To getting stability, the positive charge which there over carbon or any electronegativity atom trying to remove. So to remove the positive charge generated over the carbon after bond polarization towards to more electronegativity atom oxygen side, then what happened beta? This carbon trying to remove its positive charge, because of that is one of more electronegativity atom has positive charge. Is it clear? So to remove its positive charge, this carbon which having positive charge readily accept the electron from donor. Accept the electron pair from donor. It means this is a multiple bonded compound which having electronegativity differentiation between the atoms is Lewis acid. The compound which having multiple bonds, there is no electronegativity differentiation between bonded atoms, is electron pair donor, that is Lewis base. Is it clear beta? This concept, multiple bonded compounds which having electronegativity differentiation between bonded atoms is Lewis acid, otherwise Lewis base. Is it clear beta? So like this is about Lewis acid base theory. So these are the examples. Among the examples, this fourth example is very, very important. Competitive level, this question will be raised. Is it clear beta? I would like to discuss some model questions with respect to acid base concept, right? Then coming to first question, match the following part A with part B with respect to Bronsted-Lowry conjugate acid base concept. So part A given here, part B given here. With respect to what concept we need to match them here? Bronsted-Lowry conjugate acid base concept, right? Then coming to first, under part A, HSO4 minus given, second one CO3 minus 2 given, third one H2PO4 minus given, fourth one NO3 minus given. Then here this is A, as in that B, C, D and E, like that given. Okay, then so coming to first HSO4 minus, what is the concept here beta? Bronsted-Lowry conjugate acid base concept. As I told, The pair, acid base pair which differed by one proton is called as a conjugate acid base pair. Is it clear? So HSO4 minus is there means one proton differentiated compound under part B we need to gather. Is it clear beta? Then in this compound having H2SO4. It means CH2SO4 differed by one proton. That's why this pair is conjugate acid base pair. But here beta HSO4 minus when accept the proton that converted as H2SO4. It means HSO4 minus accept the proton. That's why that is a conjugate base of H2SO4. When H2SO4 donates the proton, that acted as what beta? Acid. That's why this is a proton donor, this is proton acceptor. That's why HSO4 minus is conjugate base of H2SO4, or H2SO4 is conjugate acid of HSO4 minus. Is it clear beta? Therefore answer is what here? 1C. Right? Then next, second one, CO3 minus 2. Among these A, B, C, D, E, which is differed the one proton with this CO3 minus 2. Here beta carbon are there, carbon here in D and E carbon difference is there, here carbon. Therefore CO3 minus 2. Between these two, second and D, if you see, two protons are differentiated. That pair is not considered as conjugate acid base pair. Simply remember beta, the acid base pair which differed by one proton is only considered as conjugate acid base pair. So D is the not right answer. Then coming to E, if you see HCO3 minus, here CO3 minus 2. It means CO3 minus 2 when gain one proton, that converted as HCO3 minus. It means one negative charge removed by addition of one proton, right? So that here this is a proton acceptor. That's why this is conjugate base of HCO3 minus acid, or HCO3 minus is conjugate acid of CO3 minus 2 base. So that beta here, that is what? 2E, correct match. Then coming to third one, H2PO4 minus. In this phosphorus is there here, A. H2PO4 minus when accept one proton, then it convert into H3PO4. It means H2PO4 minus is conjugate base of H3PO4 acid, or H3PO4 is conjugate acid of H2PO4 minus base. Is it clear beta? So that 3A, right? And next, fourth one, NO3 minus. In these N is what beta here? NO3 minus accept one proton to convert as HNO3. That's why NO3 minus is conjugate base of HNO3 acid, or HNO3 is conjugate acid of NO3 minus base. So that beta here 4B. So this option is only correct. Is it clear beta? Right. Coming to next question. So beta here, if pKa values of A, B, C and D are given as 2 into 10 power 2, 3 into 10 power 2, 4 into 10 power 2, 5 into 10 power 2 like that given, then which of the following order is correct acidic strength? So here beta, the relation between pKa and acidic strength we need to gather. With respect to this, pKa is equal to minus log of Ka. Therefore, here negative charge is there. That's why pKa is inversely proportional to Ka. Then Ka is what beta here? dissociation constant of an acid that is directly proportional to acidic strength. This we have discussed now beta. Therefore, with respect to this relationship, pKa is inversely proportional to acidic strength. Is it clear beta? Therefore, with respect to the values pKa values of A, B, C and D, like 2 into 10 power 2, 3 into 10 power 2, 4 into 10 power 2, 5 into 10 power 2. It means what beta here? 200, 300, 400, 500. It means left to right or A to D, pKa value increases means acidic strength will be decreases, right? Therefore, beta A greater than B greater than C greater than D having more acidic, like A having more acidic strength, D having least acidic strength. With respect to this relationship, we can get the order. Coming to next question, third question, given like among the followings, the ratio between number of Lewis acids and Lewis bases. Acids, bases. So, following given like NH3, AlCl3, FeCl3, Cl plus, Cl minus, CO2, C2H4, B of 3. This is pyridine, this is aniline, like that given. So, first of all, we have to gather acids and bases, then after count them and take the ratio. Therefore, first Lewis acids, solution beta here, this one, Lewis acids, AlCl3. Coming to first one, NH3. If you see NH3 over nitrogen, one pair of electron efficiency is there, that ready to donation. So that is the electron pair donor. According to Lewis acid base concept, electron pair donor is base. So that is under Lewis base. Then coming to AlCl3. Al surrounded by 3 chlorine atoms by 3 covalent bonds, each constructed by 2 electrons or 1 pair. So in AlCl3, Al is in 60th electronic configuration. To attain octet electronic configuration, that required 1 pair of electron that accepted. So that is the electron pair acceptor, that is Lewis acid, AlCl3. FeCl3 is also same like AlCl3, right? Then coming to Cl plus, cation. This we have discussed now beta. Cl plus having 16 electrons, nearest zero group element of Cl is what beta? Argon having 18 electrons. When gain 2 electrons or 1 pair by Cl plus, that attain what beta? Argon electronic configuration, which is more stable. So this is electron pair acceptor, that is under what beta here? Lewis acid. Then coming to Cl minus, negative charge means pair of electron efficiency, that efficiency ready to donation towards to acceptor, that is the electron pair donor. So that Cl minus is Lewis base. Then coming to CO2. CO2 and C2H4, these two are multiple bonded compounds. As I told, CO2 is multiple bonded compound having electronegativity differentiation between bonded atoms. That is what beta? Lewis acid. And coming to C2H4, this is also one of multiple bonded compound but not electronegativity differentiation between bonded atom. That is example to that of what beta? Electron pair donor, that is Lewis base. C2H4 under Lewis base. Then BF3 like AlCl3. BF3 also boron having 60th electronic configuration. To attain octet rule, that accept 1 pair of electron, that is under what beta? Lewis acid. Lewis acid, that is BF3. Is it clear? Then what about this pyridine? So pyridine having 1 pair of electron over nitrogen, but that shows aromaticity, even though the pair of electron over nitrogen are in free, not participated in the delocalization. Because of what beta? Already 3 pi bonds are there. Those pi bonds are enough to show the aromaticity with respect to Haeckel rule, 4n plus 2 Haeckel rule, right? So that over nitrogen electron pair is there, that is in free state, those are ready to donation. That is what beta? Base. So that is the Lewis base. Right? Then what about aniline? So here beta over nitrogen one pair of electron efficiency is there, that efficiency ready to donation. Generally amines are basic in nature, no beta? So this is also basic in nature, so that Lewis base. Right? Coming to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ratio between Lewis acid and Lewis base asked here. Right? Therefore, Lewis acid, number of Lewis acids 5, number of Lewis bases 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5. That is equal to 1 by 1. It means 1:1 ratio. So this is the right answer. Is it clear, beta? Thank you.